Your client asks for a project, gets it. A minute later it asks again, and the server sends the whole thing back, byte for byte, even though nothing changed. Multiply that by every client polling every few seconds, and you're burning bandwidth, battery, and money to resend data they already have. RFC 9110 has the fix, conditional get. The client asks, has this changed? And if it hasn't, the answer is a tiny 304 not modified with no body at all. Here's the waste. A client gets project 42, 8 kilobytes come back. 30 seconds later it polls again. Nothing has changed, but the server doesn't know that. So it serializes and sends the same 8 kilobytes a second time, and a third. Every poll re-downloads a body the client already has, the server doing real work to produce a response that's identical to the last one. Conditional get fixes it. The first response carries an ETag, an opaque version tag for exactly that body. The client caches the body and remembers the tag. Next time, instead of a blind get, it revalidates. It sends if none match with the tag it stored. If the project still matches, the server replies 304 not modified, an empty body, and the client reuses its cached copy. Only after someone edits the project does the tag change, and the client gets a full body again, exactly once. Unchanged means no payload. And here's all it takes. It's the same get from last episode. Find the project, map it to a response, emit its ETag. 2 additions. With cache control sets a caching policy. Public, fresh for 5 minutes. So clients and proxies can even skip the server entirely while it's fresh. And evaluate preconditions. 1 line. Turns on RFC 9110 conditional handling. Trellis reads the client's if none match, compares it weekly against the aggregate's current ETag, and on a match short circuits to a 304 with no body. The ETag and cache control still ride along, so the cache stays primed. Change the project, the tag changes, and the next read gets the full body. You write the read once. The conditional behavior is opt-in, one method. So conditional get makes 3 promises. 1. Every get emits an ETag, a validator for the precise body the client received. 2. The client echoes that tag back in if none match. And if the resource hasn't changed, the server answers 304 not modified with no body. The client reuses what it already has. 3. Even that 304 carries the ETag and the cache control policy, so the client's cache stays fresh and knows when it can skip the round trip entirely. You opt in with 1 method, evaluate preconditions, and a chatty, wasteful endpoint becomes a quiet one that only sends bytes when something actually changed. Conditional get turns always re-download into only when it changed. The RFC 9110 way to save bandwidth without ever serving a stale copy. The same ETag we used to stop lost updates last episode, now doing double duty as a cache validator. Next, we let the client choose how much it wants back. The prefer header and return equals minimal. Subscribe, and I'll see you there.